and welcome back to the Frame100 Podcast, Season 3, Episode 7. I am joined by my fellow hosts, Matt at Bricktail Studios.
How's it going, guys?
Chris at Gold Brick Productions.
What's up, everyone? Good to be back.
And your boy, T-Rev. How's
How's it going, everybody? We are back.
Well, welcome back. Thanks for joining us on our new channel. This is a nice, shiny, new, sparkly channel. And, T-Rev is now going to give you an update on the status of the podcast and the new channel. Do you want to go ahead with that, Trev?
Yes, sir. I can do that. So, thank you, everybody, for joining us over on the new channel. This channel is going to be specifically dedicated to not only the podcast, but some of our own personal shows that we might be running coming up in the future. So again,
Austin's
thank you
for the week.
Yeah, exactly. So again, thank you for coming over here from Austin's channel. If you know people that want to watch the show and still think that we're running it over there, direct them over to here, because we definitely want for the community here to grow and to keep thriving and flourishing down the line. So yeah, and then you might have noticed that the layout we have here is no different from when we took our break. The reason being for that was I worked for a good long while on trying to get an OBS setup to work for the podcast, and we got pretty far. We had I think 99% of the stuff working. The only issue that came up was I wasn't able to figure out how to actually share it with the other guys. So I've instead now thrown it over to Chris because I feel like he's a bit more technologically know-how of a person than me.
Computer engineering
I am in computer engineering.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris House,
just a tad bit more advanced than me. But yeah, so our plan for right now is we're going to keep going through Hangouts up until the end of Season 3, which I think we projected going until about the end of August for that. And then for Season 4, we're going to start up about mid-June was the plan. We might start earlier than that. We might start later than that. We don't know.
Wait, did you say August? Did you mean May?
April. I meant April.
I meant
May.
You said August.
Did I say August?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, let's clear up the dates.
Okay.
I'm like,
I meant May.
June comes
Sorry,
before
I do
August.
that a lot. I don't know why. There's times when I need to say something and the exact opposite comes out. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're going to August.
Ironical. I remember now.
But no, yeah, we're going to go till May. The end of May, I think, is what we have planned. And then the middle of May, I think. And then we'll start up the middle of June is the plan. By then, we should definitely have the OBS setup all done. We'll be doing it that way from now on, and the show will actually look professional.
It's going to be pretty great. That will be able to share brick films as we're reviewing them, screen share the frames we're looking at, even some of our own projects, and who knows, maybe someone will run around with a camera one day doing something fun. We can post it there. We will find out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like this place is going to be the hub for all the fun shenanigans that go on.
Indeed. You guys have proved that there's enough demand for a podcast, and we can supply that. Sorry, I've been doing economics homework again.
We know a guy.
Original products. No.
Yeah, and from there, we're going to be trying to expand the channel even further than just the podcast. So like we said, we're going to maybe try and do some different segments on the show that each of us will host. We might do a couple Q&As that are specific to the channel. And we're also going to try and work on doing merch at some point in the future. I know people have been demanding some knowledge merch, much to my dismay and grandeur. But yeah, so things are looking up for the future. And we want to thank you guys so much for sticking with us and our stupid shenanigans. But yeah,
you guys are the best, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Except Austin.
Trevor, stop telling them otherwise.
And Caleb, to answer your question of where Austin is, so since we actually have this on the new channel, all of us are able to access it as opposed to just Austin's channel, which of course he would want to keep private because he doesn't want us stealing all of his monetization money.
His credit card number.
But yeah, exactly.
It's Stormtrooper
he
number,
should be
Chris.
on his way. I think he said he was going to be missing for the first part of the podcast, but he should be showing up soon.
I believe he had some kind of family obligation.
Yeah, so whether he shows up or not is kind of up in the air. But yeah, and then I think for our next segment, we're going to snowball into Shaq results were announced last week, right?
Yep. I believe last week.
So.
It's been a blur. I had to take the FE exam this week, so everything just kind of stretched out time-wise.
Also, just before we get on to Shaq results, can I just like to give a shout out to my boys Trevor, Chris, and Jared. Jared, because he made the sick trailer for the channel.
Yes,
And,
yes, he did.
Yeah,
Chris made us a cool banner. You should go check that out. Actually, it looks super.
Yeah,
super
tip my
simple.
hat to you guys. You guys have been
Super
working
clean.
super hard on this. And yeah, like you guys we're not the first ones here, but you're certainly putting in effort like you were. So we appreciate that.
That's it.
Anytime.
That's it.
Although while we're
I
doing
bow.
thanks, and because he's not here, so he can't hear us, just thank you, Austin, for helping set this whole thing up. Because if you didn't sit down and start a stream on your channel, we probably would
My
not
fellow co-creator.
I'd be really bored on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And also Tom as well for co-creating and for just being Tom. There's a
Yeah,
whole lot
man.
there.
That's
We
right.
can't do it. We can't be Tom. Only Tom can be Tom.
Yep, very true.
But for real, guys,
Yeah.
though, thanks for setting
Okay,
it up.
Shaq, let's go.
Jeez.
Let's get Chris some more praise. Shaq.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't hear,
How should I react
the
to that?
one and only
Our very
Nathan
own.
Wells won Shaq. Can we get a round of applause?
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Oh
Hang on.
God.
I might
Yeah,
Also,
have
this is the
messed
PR
that up. I
department. I have to take
apologize.
this.
No, so yeah, our very own Chris Major was the winner of Shaq this year. So yeah, everybody congratulate him in the comments. I know he's already got, or the chat. I know he's gotten a lot of praise so far, but I figured we would just pile it on even further.
I'd say it was very much well deserved. You know, the whole thing was an out of his comfort zone type experience because it was his first foray into the drama genre of brick filming, and I really think he nailed it.
The drama
Yeah.
genre.
I liked it personally because I voiced like the best character in the film. I mean, he was only in there for a couple seconds, but you know, it's still pretty cool. Yeah, but no, yeah, congratulations again to Chris, and also congratulations to. I'm pulling up the winners right now. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that earlier. Congratulations
I'll link it
to the results.
Boom,
Here we
there's
go.
the link.
Also,
Thanks, guys.
congratulations
Right now,
to.
it kind of feels like the birthday song. You know when people sing that birthday song and you're just like, oh, what do I do now? Do I sing along or do I smile or what do I do?
Mhm. Yeah, and
So that's gotta
congratulations
feel-
as well to William Osborne for taking second place, Mark Nelson for third place, PJ
Nelson,
Lego
Nelson.
Motion for fourth, and Bert L for fifth.
Do we know
there's
how
a
many
lot more
entrants
people
there
that
were?
entered, but I'm not gonna do the rest of them. But
And,
congratulations
17
to
total entries.
all of them.
Nice. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's a reasonable bunch. Reasonable.
Well,
Yeah, it was a
bunch.
really good turnout.
Congrats to Dylan for the contest, and well, Dylan made it
Mhm.
work. Good
Congrats,
success.
everybody. Very
Oh,
proud.
there he is.
The man.
Hey,
Hey,
the
hey,
god.
A wild Austin appears.
Hey, sorry, I was
Hey, that's my joke.
I was testing out
Hey, that's my
And-
line.
I was testing out a new sniper rifle. I'm back though.
Classic. Classic.
Okay.
man. Classic.
Wow. But from
Austin
there,
used excuse.
I'm
Super
gonna.
effective.
From there, I'm going to throw it over to Chris to rep BAB a little bit more.
Absolutely, because I love my BAB people. Yeah, so we got a couple things going on the website. For one, I've wasted so much time on this website clicking on Easter eggs. In fact, let's just quickly check if any more popped
found
up. Maxu,
one.
I'm going to beat you. I'm going to find more Easter eggs than you, that's for sure. Kidding. But right now, we do have the 8x8x8 contest going on. Had MB Studio and we were working on an announcement video. So that should be up and running. Dibs, I'm going to get back to that. So we got the 8x8x8 contest running. It's if you want to think about if THAC is dealing with time, then the 8x8x8 is dealing with space. The goal is film a brick film in an 8 stud by 8 stud by 8 brick high space.
Yeah.
not unlike.
Is it just me or does Chris's voice sound deeper this time? Right?
Everyone keeps saying that. It's great. Finally, he got listens.
It does. It really does.
He's actually only 14.
Space is kind of like this.
Mhm.
What you got? 8 studs by 8 studs by 8 bricks. Make your brick film in it. Submit to bric-a-brac. Awesome prizes like ship in a bottle, city sets, and minifigure packets. So
Yeah, I didn't realize the
definitely do
prizes
that.
were that nice. So I'm more motivated
They
to
do
enter.
has
But
action.
I'm still
Of
working on
course,
finishing up
if
another
you guys want
project.
that
So.
ship in a bottle, you got to go through me. Actually, 4 Monkeys posted a frame of their shot. I'm like, well, I'm outgunned. I may as well just not enter. But we'll see how it goes. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm sure you guys will too. And you got 8 days to work this out. So get to it.
Mm-hmm. I am not going to finish in 8 days. I can assure you that.
Oh,
I'll
come
try,
on. I finished mine at 8 hours. You know what took the longest amount of time, though? Restructuring these little things as sound bars, okay? Popping all of them off, popping all on. Took 6 hours and at least 10 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's how long it took.
Dang.
Dang.
And it was season 1,
I
too.
can't
Like,
watch
before the
shows
big
while I
reveals.
animate.
It was long.
I
Goodness
can't watch
gracious.
shows while I animate. I can only listen to music. It's
Ew, that's horrible,
Yeah.
Trev. I'm
Nah.
always listening to shows.
Yeah, I get that. But the problem with
Oh,
watching
no.
shows while you animate is you get the flicker if you're not careful.
Exactly.
What I do is I
Well,
usually do it on
I
my
worry about
phone,
that.
and it's on the desk, so that way it can't flicker or
Okay.
anything.
Nice.
That's smart. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but from there, I think why am I the one that's like leading all this? This is really out of character for me.
It is. It's great. I love it.
Are
It's
you a
working,
leader or a
dude. Just run with
follower?
it.
Yeah.
Embrace
but
this.
I think
Put us
from
under leadership
here-
experiences on your essays.
He's getting ready to fly the nest.
Yeah. So from here, I think we're going to talk about personal projects going forward because we're literally like through half of our like the stuff we were going to get through, and we're not even like 15 minutes in. Wow. This
Don't worry,
is
Austin's
bad.
here now. We can
Yes.
get some controversy going.
Yeah!
Stuck on topic for 45 hours longer than we need to.
So it begins.
Controversy.
And why
Yeah.
aliens built the pyramids. Oh, sorry, that's Kevin Young's joke.
Oh Lord. Okay, so personal projects. I'm just gonna go down the list here. From right to from right to left. So, Mr. Austin, where are you in terms of personal projects you're working on right now?
Well, personal projects. They've been coming along.
Brick film related.
So yes,
Guns, of course.
thank you, Chris. Thanks for that. So about 3 weeks ago, actually, I dropped the little teaser for Theta Squad.
Yeah, with typos galore.
Yeah. No, everyone's super
I have
hyped
a
for
quick
it.
question about that. Is that Theta Squad or is that Theta Squad?
Theta.
Yeah.
Theta. Okay, if it's Theta, you're fine. If it's Theta,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the angle he's going for. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, but so filming is well into production as far as Theta Squad. And as it said in the trailer, it said coming soon-ish. Because, I learned from Tom, and I'm not going to put release dates on things because it's almost April 1st and Dead Space is not out yet. So,
Wait, that's the
my
prank.
Oh, I
gosh,
totally
that's right.
forgot it
That's
was
the
April
prank.
1st tomorrow. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh
my
no! I
I'm just
wonder
gonna say
if
Dead
this could
Space
be
is
a
out and
teaser.
it's not out.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
if Dead Space is not out tomorrow, you're a dead man. Okay.
Why would it be coming out tomorrow anyway? Is that when I said it would come out?
No, but
Yeah,
it's just,
April
it's
Fools.
fitting. It's fitting.
Okay.
But I do have a somewhat of an announcement to drop. I'm gonna just do it here, so I don't have to make a video about it later.
Hey, he's
So-
learning.
Upcoming. Oh my God, Tom, I missed you so much. So,
Reading the
as
chat.
you all know, especially as you start making like longer, more complex animations, and as you improve, things tend to take a lot longer to create and to put together and plan
No, they
things out.
don't.
And as you get older, you have less time to do stuff.
Don't
You heard it here
Bloody
first, folks. Austin is
teenagers.
apparently older.
Bloody teenagers.
I am older. So
I'm a child.
I'm
Next thing you know, he's paying taxes.
expanding on my channel a little bit. I'm going to start doing like mini like either like dioramas or like mini scale very detailed Star Wars mocks because I have more time to put that in.
Well, there you have it. Austin started doing mocks before me.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Matt.
But
yeah, I'm only doing that because ironically enough, it's cheaper to do
Matt,
mocks
you're a trendsetter.
than I am a trendsetter. I am. Just sadly, no one's actually figured out how to animate a walk cycle that's decent. But
hey, did you not see my walk cycle in my Shaq film?
I did.
I did that for you.
I did. It wasn't horrible.
You, Austin.
It was
the audio. The audio messed it up.
We try to appease him, but it just doesn't.
We're working on it.
I did the same thing with my back entry.
I
got no love for my walk cycle.
Okay, now go watch my 8x8 entry. I mean, granted, it's like 2 seconds of walking, but it's beautiful.
It was very like no lie, Chris. It was good. It was good. Like you're getting there. It's good.
Oh, hello.
Like,
hey, won't need to worry about that in my upcoming project because I don't really have any walk cycles, so no judging.
Quick shout out though to Trev and what he's working on. If you guys didn't tune into his stream yesterday,
I'm streaming again.
Some animation there, and he is by far one of the people who I'm actually like really interested in seeing what he does as far as like his cinematography, because his set composition is almost as good as like Forlorn. Not there yet.
The Trev fan club too, huh? Yeah, the Trev fan girl club.
Now you can take t-shirts.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Tune into his stream, of course.
The knowledge.
Yeah, please do. I need viewers. It was actually nice. I talked to quite a few people while I was doing that, but for some reason I literally can't like talk to the chat and animate at the same time. Like I said again, I can multitask with a lot of things, just not with animation. It's really
you're a guy, Trev.
So,
absolutely. Go support him. He needs that T revenue.
Hey, the T revenue that I don't get.
Everyone just discuss.
T revenue, God.
Oh, I love what I do.
All right. So next on the list here is Mr. Matt. I don't know why I'm referring to everyone as Mr., but I'm just gonna keep doing that. So
that's your thing.
Okay, so the sequel to 0 Hour is currently the big project that is currently in the works over at my channel. And right now I am waiting for some stuff to get working on some CGI. And when that happens, I will start posting teaser images like I typically do on my Instagram. So make sure you're following me over there at Bricktail Studios, all lowercase, all one word. So be on the lookout for that. Also, 2 weeks ago, I released like the first of what was at least supposed to be a series of, kind of behind the scenes content videos. This one was showcasing the custom Hailfire droid that I featured in 0 Hour. Unfortunately, it didn't get as much screen time in the end as I wanted to because, something like that, it's a fast moving vehicle. And, even with the rather large animation table setup that I had, I wasn't able to get enough, real estate to really show off that thing like I wanted it to. But, anyways, the shot I had it in was cool nonetheless. So I figured people might want to take a closer look at it. I gotta say, I was a little disappointed at the reception that it got. I mean, I practically guarantee everyone here who's watching right now has probably seen it, and I thank you guys so much for looking into that. I was just disappointed that on the whole, it didn't really get a lot of attention compared to, 0 Hours up to like 87K views now.
Well, in retrospect, in retrospect, why would a review video on a channel that's primarily stop motion get more the same views?
How pissed would you be if it was the other way around?
That would be it.
That would be disappointing. I see what really bothered me, I think, was that I actually lost subscribers over
You sure
that
that
video.
wasn't
that'll do it.
inactive?
And I don't know why that was. You know, it blows my mind how butthurt and temperamental people who watch videos on YouTube can
to be fair, it's sort of kind of good because I know on the face of it, yeah, it sucks. But those are the sort of people that leave at something like that. The sort of people that aren't going to supply you with views and revenue and likes anyway. So trim them down, basically. It's like
and fair enough. The way I looked at it was like, yeah, they probably weren't going to stick around anyhow. But you know, like given the time that it took to put together that video, it's not something that I do a whole lot of. I've never really done that before, so it was totally new for me. And given the effort that I put into it, again, I was just a little disappointed. So I guarantee you guys will see more stuff along the lines of that, but it'll be custom figure related. I think I mentioned
more you have.
Yeah, I think I mentioned a couple weeks back that my sponsor AV Figures is expanding his business, and he's going to be sending me a lot of free stuff to review. So you guys will be seeing that. Just to kind of give you a primer for it, these are the most detailed custom figures that I have ever seen. Well, still actually look like Lego figures. I'm not such a fan of the ones where people put like sculpted parts on the figures and actually like give like the torso depth and dimension. But yeah, as far as decaled only figures go, these are the most detailed that you can find. They are beautiful. So I look forward to be able to getting those videos out in the next couple of weeks.
You reckon you're going to do an AtXT showcase?
Yeah, that'll probably be somewhere down the road. I'll definitely be bringing. So for those of you who have seen my stuff on Instagram, I will be displaying with Rebel Lug this year at Brick World Chicago. Unfortunately, yes. I'm not actually part of the Lug, but I will be displaying with them, and I'll be bringing more impressive set pieces that I've used and intend to use. So that would be the ATXT Walker, the Turbo Tank. I've got these really cool Octopara Magnetridroids, and then the Republic AT-AT Walkers that are based off of the embiggened version of Lego set that everyone used for their Scarif mocks. So that'll be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to Brick World right now. That is at the top of my list of things to look forward to. I was not feeling well last year during the convention, so I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time there. So I'm looking to make up for that this year.
Yeah, so, come out and see us. And then if you're going to Virginia, come see me and Trev at Virginia. So.
Yeah, my hope is that at Chicago this year, we will have at least myself, Chris, and Austin, hopefully.
It's going to be pretty lit.
So I wish I could be there, but alas, I will be busy that weekend as I will be in another country.
Costa Rica.
Dude, wait, Trev. Can we get a SNN Costa Rica vlog for the channel? Can we get one?
Make a brick film down there.
Can we get one?
Like
I would make a brick film.
Say no. Now that I would make a brick film.
But the only issue with that is literally I think the plan we have is we're literally supposed to be staying in a different city each night. Like we're literally not going to be the exact same location at all throughout the whole entire trip.
That's part of the video.
I'm going to have to pack light.
The transition of light and late pack entry.
Yeah. I mean, I will consider a vlog. I can't guarantee that there will be a vlog, but I can try.
All right, guys, you heard it. There will be a Costa Rica vlog.
Oh, no.
Trev in transit.
See, that's what happens. You give him an inch, he will take a mile.
What's up with you, man?
He will box you in.
What's up with you, Chris?
Okay.
Well, we know you just finished up with Shaq and 8x8x8. So what's next?
Looks like competition season's winding down for now. I almost considered doing the rebrick
contest.
But then I didn't. But then a friend of mine took my idea and made it with my permission. And I'm like, I love it. I feel like I've accomplished something. I've inspired the youth. I don't know. But over the summer, my brick filming is going to depend a lot on where I'm at. I'm working on something where I'm going to be able to work over the summer and have a lot more time for filming and animation just to really catch up and get ahead. I'd love to get some more episodes of Bob and Randy cranked out. The current one I'm working on is fantastic, but I'm just still waiting on a few pieces to come together and just time. These things take so long.
Hmm.
So I need to. I want to get a couple of those episodes done. If I can get episodes 3 and 4, which are like a 2-parter, done, that's a win in my books. And then maybe a few more. I have some really crazy ideas. I also have to reply to Weasel for the next round of Chris v. Weasel 2, which is happening. It's been happening for like several months, like 5 months happening with like a 4-month hiatus. So it's gonna be crazy. And then I guess one last little thing, I want to do something experimental. I was playing around with my little brothers over spring break, and we made a quick little stop motion with some Speed Champion sets. I think a few of you saw that on my Twitter, and I shared it on BAB as a test. And I realized, holy crap, these sets are so much fun. I want to do something with these. So I'm trying to think of some racing animation I can do with the cars. But instead of doing like a Lego track, I'd love to do it like around a building of some sort. And maybe if I can get permission and just film one zipping around campus, that'd be really fun.
I do wonder whether or not some of the Lego train clubs at Brick World would let us do something stop motion related with some of their layouts.
I wonder if they would. Austin and there goes Austin freaking out.
Because if you want background scenery, like that is like as good as you can get.
Absolutely. Dang, that'd be so cool.
If you want a road that just goes and goes and goes,
that would be fun.
Yeah, at one point I had a Lego city like that, but
same here.
It's in pieces, sadly. Someday.
Yep. But the gears are turning. Like if I talk with one of those guys afterwards, say, hey, can I just film on your set for like a few hours? That'll be fun. But no, like seriously, but look, these cars are beautiful. They just demand to be brick filmed. And I've yet to find something where it's going to be really good. I mean, I do have an episode of mine where Randy gets a new car, so I can shoehorn it into McLaren. But for real, though, I got to do something with these or it's going to drive me insane. So, yeah, let's put that on the to-do list.
Is the new 68 Fastback Mustang available for sale yet?
I want to say it is. I think I saw it at Toys R Us.
Okay. I definitely want to get my hands on that one. I just wish it was blue like mine.
I'm going to swap out the pieces, actually.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about maybe just bricklinking the whole thing.
Yep. Okay.
But I digress.
Well, that'll work. Well, see. Trevin, Tom, you have your projects to talk about. So while you're doing that, I'm going to quickly check on this.
Yeah, right. So I'll let you go first, Tom. So go right ahead.
Shoot one in here. I don't want to say anything because you all know what I'm like. But what I will say is I'm having a day off tomorrow. Day off of studies. So
you only need one more day for Dead Space and it's done. It's
there we go.
Something like that.
Like Tom was
don't want to say anything.
Why tomorrow, Austin? It's because he was thinking, crap, how did he know?
Something like that. Well, anyway, other than Dead Space, which is, as you know, very close, I don't want to overhype too much because I've learned my lesson. But me and Jared have we've got into some stuff. He knows what I'm saying. We've got some big stuff coming this year. It's gonna be good, and not like this year, as in like December, as in this year, like maybe next month, maybe next month.
You hear her first, guys. Confirmed date. Confirmed date.
Confirmed date.
I'm channeling my inner Austin.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So lots happening. I still maintain it's going to be the biggest year for my channel. And looking to push for the 1K subs by Christmas. So, hey, that's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm. So help them out, guys. You heard it here first.
T-Rev.
Trevor. Wake up, Trevor.
Trev, wake up. Trev.
Oh, you know what? He's frozen, actually.
What's your I thought you just sat really still. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, just like staring at the camera.
Okay. So, do you reckon he's
Trevor? No. Yep, he's his profile picture is showing up on the stream here.
Yeah,
that's moment of silence.
Moment of silence. There's another Toys R Us.
Am I the only one doing this? I'm the only one doing this.
Gone before his time. Oh.
Sorry about that.
He's back.
He's back.
I forgot what I was in the middle of doing, and I was trying to do something on my computer, and I ended up signing myself out of my account. Oops.
You're not dead.
Oh, shout
Yeah.
out for Squad 42. That's coming in April. Everyone get crazy for that.
Oh, definitely. We're going to showcase on our channel. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we have to get Gareth. We have to get Gareth on the show to big weekend.
Yes, we do.
Weekend.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on again. But I guess is it my turn now?
Yeah, Trev. I was just handing over to you as you
Okay. Before I died. All right. Well,
connection issues today.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a connection issue. I was just being stupid and signing out of accounts and stuff. And just yada yada. It doesn't matter. So currently, I am very close to being done with episode 5 of My Unluckiest Life. I think on my shot list, I have a shot list all made up, which I can't access right now. I think I have like 10 shots left to do. And I'm on spring break right now until Tuesday, but I think we're planning a family trip tomorrow and Monday. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish everything by Tuesday.
You're hoping indeed.
That's the plan. I'm definitely going to be done with filming by next weekend. And that's the target date now for when I want to have it done. But it probably won't actually be done until the following weekend at the latest. So I'm really trying to get that out as quick as possible. I really want to enter 8x8x8, but I think because of some of the setbacks I've had, I won't be able to do that anymore.
Don't put a sound visualizer in your video and it won't take that long. I have no experience in this whatsoever.
Lol. I don't know why I had to say that. But yeah, from there though, I don't think I'm gonna do a My Unluckiest Life episode after that. I'm a little sick of working on that stuff just for the time being. Just about a month or two of a hiatus from that will do me well. And I think I have an interesting concept for a more serious film. I'm pulling a Chris here.
I like it.
And
that's what we're going to call it. Okay.
Route. Yeah. I'm pulling a Chris here and going the serious route, and I think it's going to be the first
Ripped Away
project
2.
for
What?
the summer. No. No.
That's an awful subtitle. Coming soon to theaters. Ripped Away 2.
I'm so glad people are like finally shying away from freaking comedy and doing some serious stuff.
Hey,
I like it.
Comedy is not bad. Comedy just can. I mean, it tuckered me out a little bit. That's why I'm not doing it for a while now. But you know, yeah,
well, you gotta get out of your comfort zone every now and again.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. It's especially what I want to do this year. I still want to keep My Unluckiest Life going strong to a degree and not like completely forget about that. But I think taking a break from it every now and again will help me out a little bit. I might do some more meme videos up until the summertime. I don't know, because there was that one tiny little meme video that I made and it like blew up, which I both am very happy and annoyed about that. Happy in the sense that cool, more content, but annoyed in the sense that that's getting more views than the stuff I actually put time into.
Welcome to the real world, Trev.
Trevor, have you looked at the internet? The internet is just one big meme composed of many sub memes, okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
How it is.
But yeah, so that's where that's at. Stuff. So
Like
there's some bigger
memes.
stuff coming over the summer. There is a My Unluckiest Life project that I think I might try and execute this summer, although it probably won't be until late summer. So yeah, we'll just have to see.
Now that you mentioned summer, Trev, sorry, I'm just gonna jump in. Is anyone planning on entering Brawl this year?
Absolutely.
I want to do that too.
It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. I want to do that as well.
I might
Nice.
do it. I might do. We'll
Do
see.
it.
We'll see.
I might.
We'll see.
It depends on where it falls.
time.
Because
So,
I believe last year it
like
fell
that.
like the week of, if not the week after Brick World. And Brick
Oh,
World's
that
definitely
happens. Yeah,
on the
that's
top
not
of
gonna
my list in
happen.
terms of importance.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to happen between the week that I'm in Costa Rica and then the week that I'm at this camp, because I forgot I have that I'm
Band
doing
camp?
for 2 weeks too. So not band camp. I'm not a nerd. No
Hey, you don't say
pies.
that.
Allowed. What was that?
Anyway, we digress. Should we jump onto the film segment, chaps?
I guess
Absolutely.
we should. Hey, I'm
Now, but
introducing.
before we do that, I have to mention one quick thing. All the films that we review, and you're going, hey, wait a minute, where can I find that film? I'll tell you where you can find that film. Go to our channel, look under the reviewed films playlist. You're welcome, world.
It's crazy.
Please, hold
under
your
our
applause.
playlist tab.
The films are
It's
there,
there.
Chris. Just at the click of a click.
The click of a click.
The click of a click.
2018.
Click of a click.
What a time to be alive, eh?
Absolutely.
What a time to be alive indeed.
Miracles
Yes,
shall never cease.
right. So yeah, first video we're gonna kick off with here. I think it's actually the first one in the playlist. Is Lego Time Travel Fail by my man, the one and only Pants a Hat.
And for the record, if you put a Dino Attack T-Rex in your brick film, I will watch it.
yeah,
I don't care if it's filmed at like 2 frames per second. I will watch it.
we're actually going to be featuring 2 of his films this week because surprisingly, he was able to actually put 2 films out within the time span of 1 week, which is not a hard feat, or which is a pretty hard feat for a brick filmer to do. I mean, this guy's been consistently putting stuff out for a while now. So, yeah, but the synopsis of this is: problems occur while time traveling. Will the time cruisers fail? In this funny Lego stop-motion parody video. So, yeah, I enjoyed the video a lot. Like, the pacing of it is spot on to, like, all of his other stuff. The animation is still just as good as it was or as it has been in all of his other projects. And I also want to point out this really cool technique I noticed while watching the video. So there's this scene actually where the whole video is very reminiscent of the Time Cruisers theme back in, I think it was the 90s, right? Or the 80s, I can't remember.
Late 90s.
Late 90s, yeah. And it uses very similar characters and stuff as it is a parody video of the Time Cruisers.
Actually, they're the exact same characters. I think even Timmy's face is the exact same.
Oh, okay, well, then maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, one wears the bunny hat, and it's slightly different, but I digress.
Yeah, and and there's this one scene where they actually do time travel and they make it back into like the Mesozoic. I'm just going to say the Mesozoic area, back when the dinosaurs were alive. I don't know. It was one of the 4 eras of dinosaurs.
Actually, it was
The dinosaur era.
Shut up, Tom! I swear. Triggered. No, but he uses this really interesting technique where he has like one of the old styled what was it? Why is the name of it escaping me? Triceratops. It's the older style Triceratops, I think from like the Studios line or something.
Actually, it was from the Lego Dino Island theme.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting one-ups like left and right.
From the Little Dino Island theme.
Actually, it's from Jurassic World. No.
2000.
So it's really interesting where before the car, like the Time Cruiser's car, falls on top of the Triceratops, it has the full model built out and he rests the car on top of it. But then for the next scene, he takes the top jaw of the Triceratops off of the main body, puts it onto a light gray crocodile, and then that's where he takes the next picture, and then the car fully falls and crushes the thing. And I literally think that is one of the most genius techniques I've ever seen, especially with using an animal within a Lego brick film.
Absolutely.
Like,
another good one.
Crazy.
Another thing that's similar to that, just the way he's so ingenuitive with animation and using his resources. How about that Ant-Man and Wasp reference where he throws the brick and it expands?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes from one stud to a 2x4 Lego brick to a 2x4 Duplo brick to a super rare 2x4 Quattro brick.
Yeah.
So for the sake of scale, Quattro brick is 4 times the size of a Duplo brick. Mm-hmm. And it crushes the car. The crushing car animation is pretty awesome, but the way he's able to build up with literally 3 different brick systems is just utterly fantastic.
Yeah,
it's
it
just,
really is.
Wow. Good job. That was so cool.
Yeah, I wish I could say that, something about, the animation stood out to me as my favorite thing, but truly, I can't get over the 90s stuff. Like, I have so many of these sets. and it's just so awesome to see them in action like this.
Okay, I'm officially jealous. Like, really jealous.
Yeah, and again, his set design is really good, it's picked up an even further notch in the next film of his we're going to talk about. But like the lighting and the set design that he has is something that I definitely strive for, as I do put a lot of time into that stuff. But I definitely can't achieve it as well as him.
Yeah.
What was that?
We need to have him as a guest if we haven't had him already.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to have him on. I will fanboy that whole entire freaking stream.
Like,
okay, so we'll have to plan that stream when he can't make it, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I would definitely like to pick his brain, though.
Very much
Absolutely.
so. And I really want to know who it is that voices it's like the older man. Like, it shows up, it's the scientist in the time travel film, and then he voices a couple other characters in the next film we're going to talk about.
As a minor digress, just quickly want to give a shout out to Matt, because that Captain Jack impression was unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to say
right.
That's everyone, right. And Matt will agree, probably, hopefully. It's my second favorite voice that Matt has done. Matt, you know which voice I'm talking.
Oh yeah, I know what number 1 is.
Oh yeah, just wait.
Hopefully you guys will get to see that soon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm a man of many talents.
Some Dead Space.
Yes, he is. Seriously. He's our very own Robin Williams.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
But I'm trying to see if I can look at that actor for you now. What you call it, Trev?
Yeah, I know. Like, I really want to find out who it is, because he does stuff for a lot of his films. I wonder if it's actually him, although I don't think it is. Yeah. But going into our next video, it's another one by the one and only Pantsa Hat. It is Lego Big Cop. So it's a bit of a play on Lego Bad Cop and Good Cop. Instead, it's Big Cop. So it's a supersized cop. And the synopsis for this is: crime has hit the streets of only Lego City's biggest cop, and only Lego City's biggest cop can save the day. Will the police stop the jailbreak in this funny Lego stop motion video? And this one I think is superior of the two. It's not as long as the two, but it looks like a teaser for an inevitable movie or longer video that will come out later, which I even commented on the video, and he liked my comment saying, where I said, I hope this is actually a full thing that comes into fruition in the future. So yeah, I really hope that it does become an actual film, because it is hilariously good.
Well, on that note, I gotta read this comment because it's so funny. Pro Lego channel comments: I just got off the phone with Fandango, and they're telling me Big Cop isn't a real movie. They won't sell me tickets or honor my popcorn card. Luckily, I was able to find a man behind the local Sears who said he could get me to the advanced screening for $37. Can't wait for this film. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great.
It's one thing to have a great brick film. If you have a great brick film, though, with that level of comments, congratulations. Pat yourself on the freaking back. You have done it, sir.
Yeah, you've attracted some interesting fans.
But I believe that the character that he uses, I believe that the thing that he uses for the Big Cop, is that like an alarm clock?
I believe it is.
Something?
Yeah, I think it's a variant flashlight.
Yeah, on Beatman recently did a Star Wars brick film with at some point they had like that giant hologram of Supreme Leader Snoke, and apparently he actually used a stormtrooper alarm clock to like create like this giant figure, and then he just heavily doctored it to look like Snoke somehow.
Blimey, that must have been a job.
That is impressive.
Yeah, well, I think that Zach Macias and Nathan Wells. I think Zach Macias and Nathan Wells are doing something very similar in a couple of the scenes in The Cleaners, which I'm hoping is released soon, because I know that Zach Macias posted a like first draft on his Twitter. Or at least he posted that they finished a first draft on his Twitter.
Yeah, because a draft of like the sound design for
the sound
everything. Yeah, I think it'll drop beginning of the summer. That's what I'm.
Yeah, that's my assumption too, because they've been working on this for at least 2 years now. I think like it's kind of crazy how long they've been trying to get it done. But I know they're busy. So Yeah,
kind of a common
but
theme
again,
with us brick filmers.
again, Big Cop is a really good film. It's pretty funny. Definitely a good watch. Definitely
I
go
didn't
give this
read
guy
the
some love.
title. I just clicked on it, and then it was like, and the city needs Big Cop. And I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. A question I wanted to actually, I got two questions I wanted to float to you guys. Well, the first is, so have you guys noticed how Pants Hat, he actually uses motion blur in some of the frames?
I think I have noticed that. Yeah.
And basically, what I assume he's doing it is that he's got basically he's moving the figure while the camera's taking a picture. And so he is able to create motion blur that way. Either that, or I doubt he's doing it in post. That would seem,
counterintuitive.
Yeah, and just not very
work.
stop motion-y, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, I could see something like that
out.
maybe in post, but maybe he is doing it live. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah, it's something I haven't seen, too often. Is that
I actually do it kind of frequently. I mean, I think I used it in episode 3 a good bit. I don't know if I did in episode 4. And there's a couple frames in episode 5 that I think I've done it for so far. I like using it; it's cool. So I definitely use it in Ripped Away. That one, like for the hoverboard scenes, that is like just all motion blur with like the background sets. So didn't mean to cut you off there, Matt. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just I attempted it once too. There's a certain shot in 0 Hour. I think it's the one where Boss gets wounded, and then Scorch gets him back up. When he's falling over, like the sticky tack that was holding him up just happened to kind of give out at that moment. I'm like, that looks kind of good. I'll keep that.
It is something like that.
Happy accident, I guess, if you will.
Happy little accidents.
Serendipitous.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to point out, so do we know whether or not these two brick films by Pants a Hat were actually completed, in this same week? Because, their release windows are like...
I highly doubt it. It was probably something where, like, I don't know. He probably worked on the one before the other and then ended up getting caught up in the other one while trying to finish off one of the two. I don't know. But
I figured
I could see that.
But if not, I was going to say,
doubt he actually did that in a week.
Yeah, if not, I was going to say, like, oh, good Lord, is he going to try to do, like, weekly stuff now? Because if that's the case, then Michael Hickok's got to step it up.
Yeah, he's got to run for his money,
my man.
Oh, man. Here we go again.
These
getting
were
cost to the PR department.
Yep, and then from there, this next film actually was one I think I discovered on TPF. I forget who posted it. But shout outs to whoever the heck that was. It is Lego Sonic the Hedgehog Chemical Plant Zone by Dynamite Penguins. So I've actually never seen any of the films by this guy before. But after watching this video, I immediately subscribed because basically the basis of this film is it is a really well done recreation of Chemical Plant Zone from, I believe, the more recent Sonic title, Sonic Mania. And this is honestly a spot-on rendition of the video game. Like, it is literally taken, like, it feels like it's literally taken frame for frame out of the game, but just you reinsert the Lego format in terms of instead of the pixels. Like, he uses the Sonic figure from the Lego Dimensions packs to really, really good effect. And there's the blur. There's, like, when he balls up into, like, like the hedgehog ball he's in. I don't know what, like, the technical name of it. He uses this,
actually,
like...
the technical name is Velocity Ball.
Something like that, yeah.
I have no idea.
Like, when he balls up into that form, he uses... a technique for that too that looks really clean, and honestly it's pretty crazy how how much detail he has in the film, like even down to having the floating rings and stuff. It's a really well done video. Yeah. I noticed he even had another version of this, but it was the Green Hill Zone, which is the first stage in like 99% of the Sonic games. That video has over 9.5 million views. And it's definitely you can see the step up in quality between the two, but the two of them are both really good, to be honest. Yeah.
He did a good job. Best Sonic fanfic I've ever seen.
Yeah, like seriously, as far as the set design goes, like the memories
it's crazy good
brings back, because I literally, like, I remember the level being just like this, which is crazy.
No, you don't, because it's from Sonic Mania, which just released 2 years ago. I don't know. Yeah, the only reason I noticed that it's not the original, it's very similar. Yeah, the only reason I noticed it wasn't the same was because there are a couple new elements, like I think those slime blocks that were added into Sonic Mania.
Yeah, that I didn't remember. But
yeah, so that's probably why I didn't remember it.
It's interesting because I mean, putting 0 Hour to one side, and I think you'll understand why I'm doing this. This is the second video game brick film we've talked about on this show, and it's interesting when I say like video game, I mean like the whole 2D thing, and it's interesting because if you compare them, although they're both basically 2D games, there is a slight difference, because I think this Sonic one, it did play with 3D a little bit, which I think works for it.
Yeah, there was definitely more depth with this one.
Yeah. But it's really interesting because obviously we don't see many films like that, so it's almost like not a different medium, but it's like a different style almost of
a different subcategory, genre even.
Yeah,
even coming down to like the background, the backdrop he uses, like that was all brick built. Like that blew me away as to how much like detail it had in it and stuff like that. Like it's pretty crazy. So
he's done a pretty good job. Definitely props to him. Well done.
Yeah, and then from there, I believe we actually are able to go into... We had 4 of them picked out in case we ran out of time, which it looks like we've done, because we still got about 10 minutes to go. We're going to be highlighting Alexander Studios, so we're going to be doing another one of his films, as he's also a very good animator. And I think it was last Saturday he released Lego Dolphin Show, which is... If I can, actually, I can find it here in Discord.
Yeah, I'm adding it to the playlist.
Yeah,
I forgot to because you're gonna have time.
It follows the same characters in most of his films. The father and his son. I don't know if they have names or anything.
The son.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's this film where this father and son go to a dolphin show in Las Vegas, where all of his films take place, and there's a bit of a crime spree that goes on. Well, in the middle of it, where one of the dolphins gets abducted out of the water. Bless you.
Thank you.
During the middle of the show, and they have to try and stop these crooks from stealing one of the dolphins. And it's really well done. Honestly, if we're going to talk about like the high points of the film, the lighting effect on the water, basically all the stuff that he did with the water effects were crazy good.
Someone bought Ninjago City.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, for one of my scenes I'm doing in episode 5, there is an ice skating rink involved, and I thought to myself, it is perfect that I bought this set because using all those blue tiles is going to help immensely. But I digress.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's like a bunch of the effects that he uses with the water are really good. So
yeah, his set design and prop design, like custom things like that truck, just phenomenal. Like,
it's pretty great. Now here's the question: Panther Hat versus Alexander Studios in terms of set design.
Well, I think Alexander here, he clearly has more Lego to work with.
Oh yeah, definitely. His city layout.
Yeah. That the Vegas strip there just continually blows my mind.
I would say bigger quantity. I think where Alexander has his advantage is that he keeps his one set and he doesn't modify it a lot. Whereas like in Panther Hat's time travel video alone, that's like several different sets he has to swap in and take apart and rebuild.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't know what his process is there, but because Alexander keeps it all together, it probably takes a lot less filming time as well.
Yeah, is Alexander Studios a weekly uploader?
Not weekly, but he's pretty...
I think he's about regular. Monthly, pretty frequent. I believe. Yeah, I think he's about a monthly kind of guy.
Yep.
At least tries to
took
go
a gap
monthly.
between Lego Bowling and Lego Dolphin Show. I was joking with these guys earlier that like Alexander Studios is Michael Hickox if it was actually very entertaining to watch and engaging. I know that sounds like a complete jerk move, but we've all been vocal about the weekly Lego
Almost made it all
clickbait title videos. We've been honest about this, and B, it's just so much fun to watch. Like you're watching this, and you're going, this isn't exactly like something big, like big cop, dare I say, but it's just fun. It's a good job. There's a lot of charm to it. It keeps you watching.
Yeah, if I would suggest one thing as far as set design to Alexander Studios, because I think he's got the Lego to do it. Snot roads, my friend. Like your set design will just look that much better with those, and then you also would have a smooth surface for cars to drive on and such.
Yep. The only disadvantage I can think of, like in Lego Street Race, we covered that a while ago. He has minifigures walking across. I think that would take him a bit longer and throw off his walk cycle style.
That's true.
It's too bad Austin's muted because walk cycle.
Oh, you might get
that being said, you can have studs facing up with snot road design.
Yeah. But
just for the crosswalk if you want.
Sorry, what's up? What's up?
Oh, he's been summoned.
What's up?
Oh, I said walk cycle.
We were just talking about walk cycles.
Oh, and how bad they are. I know it's terrible.
No, we were talking about Alexander Studios and his walk cycle.
Hey guys, we haven't got long left. Another film I did want to mention. I've just come up with. It wasn't on our list this week. But did anyone see the Digital Wizard upload?
I completely forgot about that till we started.
So good, right? Sean Willits did some stuff on that.
Dude, yeah, like the productions that they have going on right now within Digital Wizards are really good.
Man.
You know what? I can probably find
this. I can link it.
Sorry, let me. I can find it. Let me go to just Digital.
Great.
Wizards.
First episode of the new channel. It's already in anarchy.
Lol. Here we go.
Slightly
Let me
disappointed.
get the link. I'm gonna throw the link up in Discord for you, Chris. Yeah, this film uses a ridiculously large amount of masking, which definitely props to them.
They did interestingly a bit as well after the.
Yeah, interestingly enough, they used a webcam for this. They didn't go with their traditional camera. I was going to say though, because I did notice a bit of a quality drop while watching it, in terms of what this video looks like compared to some of the others. But
I was too distracted by the scale, to be fair.
Yep. And again, after listening to the Brick Filmers Guild talk with Paul Hollingsworth and Digital Wizards, these sets, again, they're all built. They don't take them apart really often, and they reuse them.
Yeah,
so there's definitely an advantage in that
you can definitely spot some much of the buildings in there.
They also they use a bunch of pre-built actual sets. There's the whole carousel in the scene is it's a Lego set, which kind of makes me not prefer the genuineness of it as much, because all of my stuff is custom. I assume most of Pantsa Hat and Alexander Studios' stuff is custom, just to use them for reference.
Yep. So I think it's too bad. I think it's efficient. It's very ergonomical.
You get no complaints from me. If they're building a city that big, then fair enough.
Yeah. Using the modulars definitely does help.
Yeah, watching these really does, among other things, really make me wish that, I still had my Lego City to film with, because it was set up perfectly for something like this. The final iteration of it, I had, tables kind of going, they lined the wall in the shape of an L. And while I didn't have it back then, one thing I've noticed a lot of people using is, I believe they actually make reams of light blue paper with white splotches on it. That it's basically like a wallpaper for a sky backdrop, and it's continuous, it's seamless. And I believe they use that a lot for model railroading. To basically kind of make a seamless sky. It's amazing how realistic that stuff can look.
Yeah,
they also have some pretty crazy lighting setups too that you can implement.
I noticed a lot of the lighting in this film was really, really good.
Anyway, guys, we've been going for about an hour now, so I guess we'll start to wind down things here.
Do we have to? Nah,
Yeah,
we have to.
I'm afraid so, Chris. I'm afraid so.
We're gonna get complaints from the parents.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
That's the last thing we need right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So does anybody have any final remarks, announcements? Big they wanna,
well, I've been paying attention most of this time, and I would say that our viewership has been pretty consistent with how it's been all season long on Austin's channel. So I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys found the new channel okay, and we're able to tune in this week.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't set up a search party. That would have been really disastrous. Where are you?
Yeah, so good on you guys.
I forgot. I do have one last thing to say. I know I've been talking a lot this time, but this
totally fine. I barely talked at all. I love it.
Nope. Your talking privileges have been refilled. Sorry.
This might be pertinent to a lot of you guys. So, it was actually during the stream and partly before it. I've been working on a guest acceptance survey for people that want to appear as guests on the show. So it's a simple Google form that I think we're going to try and post on the Twitter and find a way to get it on the channel, like a link to it on the channel or something. And I'm going to try and launch that as soon as possible after the stream ends. So I'm going to have some help from these guys with that. But yeah, so if any of you out there are interested in being a guest on the show, it's just going to ask you a couple of simple questions about like your name, age, your YouTube channel, are you available on Saturdays, what's your internet speed, stuff like that. Social security number, credit card number, all the good stuff.
Just standard. It's just standard.
Yeah, just the necessities. But yeah, so if you people were, because we're trying to work on having a bit more of a formal system of having guests on the show. So we're going to be accepting the
people who they're not here, so I can't reiterate. We don't take people on halfway through, but we will talk to you ahead of time to get if you want to get on and if we think you'd be great to have on. Boom. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So we there? Okay. This has been season 3, episode 7 of the Frame100 podcast. I've been joined by almost a full house of the hosts.
Just Mr. Jared.
It's been Trevor at Suited Ninja Nerd, Chris at Goldbrick Productions, Matt at Bricktail Studios, and your boy himself, Austin at what was that channel? Oh, Frame5. Yeah. That was
You can't take my bit and use it on me. Like you can't. Come on, be original.
No, I actually genuinely forgot.
You have no idea how
original content, Tom. We've talked about this before. Oh my god.
I'm kidding. And me at Scorch Brick. Guys, it's been fun. We've had a lot of laughs. We'll see you same time, same place next week.
See you
later. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend and a blessed Easter.
Yeah, have a good Easter.
See y'all later. I'll leave you on this one note. If Tom ever gets severely burned, will he be scorched bricks?
Oh.